unified tool to store structured and unstructured data. And request to, at the same time, store and search at time in a very quick way. Both structured and unstructured data is not an exotic request posed by, small minority of requests or it is. On this one, we have from 2 years ago saying that in all those e-discovery searches, fraud detection, threat analysis, money laundering, regulatory investigations, audits, etc., 49% of them require database records to be processed. Percent requires to see invoices and customer records. 36 require financial statements. In many cases, it would be enough to just kind of like, provide a PDF version of copied printed statement or something. But once you start dealing with millions and billions of database records, you cannot use some tools like Excel or some other tools. You need a heavy-duty tool to process this. The way around, how can we expand our structured tools like Sybase IQ to be able to process structured data? Emails and with attachments are present in 80% of those discoveries, fraud detection, money laundering, threat detection. So it is very critical. So what EDMT server does, it's both structured data and structured data. It stores them in a single database. IU is the default. It is all done in real time. We also provide data retention. There are three main reasons why we do it, the way we do it. The claim to fame is the blue area, is the cross-analysis of EDMT. And there's some examples: CRM, e-discovery, data warehouse, fraud detection, money laundering. That is the unique part. None else has this complete solution to store data. The green part on the bottom is saying, okay, once we have the data in IQ, guess what? IQ is such a good tool, good base to store the data. It's so scalable that also we don't have just a data that is searched. Actually, it is IT can benefit heavily from having all of the data stored in. And one kind of one that's thought of storing emails and documents and movies or images in settles in, that becomes obvious, and basically it becomes a freebie because you have purchased EDMT server to cross-analyze data, free the archive and backup and compliance tool. And the yellow part is mostly for operational activity. So even people who don't need to analyze data, large volumes of data, historical data, they benefit from being able to quickly connect and show me the emails and all actions related to transaction ID 1, 2, 3. What happens when unify full text search in EDMT? So on the right here, you see the basically documents and emails are stored in relational tables, and here's some examples of what it looks like. And then, of course, we are all familiar with storing our regular data, SQL data, so it's here. Now, they can same database or can be federated, so two IQs talking to each other. What immediately is this. You can immediately, through a query, establish how many times has patient, John Smith here from the first for here, has he sent emails or documents or whatever, and what did he mention in those documents. The cross-analysis is the leading reason why customers buy the EDMT server. So it looks pretty good. And many times we have been asked by customers, oh, it sounds great, but is deal. Scale, my data is so big that nobody can handle it. I mean, we are talking tens of terabytes, and you have to prove it to us. Move that we do this of collection of data, parsing, ETL of data in phases A, B, and C here, it was typically less than 2 seconds. Think of this as this big red arrow, ETL part. Then the black box is effectively IQ storing all of the data, and now you can effectively go and analyze it. Argument was, we know it's real time, but scale. What we have done is we took a petabyte of data. It was a mix of structured and unstructured data, 6 trillion records, stock trades, financial transfers, and around 200 million emails, files, and multimedia, stored them in a single database. Got compressed to 250 terabytes of disks, meaning we had actually just 200 terabytes of data in IQ. The speed was over a terabyte per hour, and specific information, 10 billion transactions per hour, and over 500 million files and emails per hour. It was 64 core big answer. Is that real-timeness or real-time of data? As you throw objects, whatever the object is, into the ETL big red arrow, it's parsed and indexed and ingested into queue, and in 2 seconds it's ready for queries. Now, I don't even have to tell you this, but the exact match using high group, it's a second query. More complex analysis is the that all of them that we have ran, they are between 2 and 300 seconds. Bear in mind, it was more years ago, and the servers have become at least 2 or 3 times faster. So just develop this by factor of 2, and you'll get some idea what we can do today. And we ended up in a Guinness Book of Records, officially certified. And this one actually is used as a sizing tool. So we have a full document. You have a number of links there. It's just we have audit which is used to audit those, to support those sizes and claims, but it's so useful as a sizing tool. They coexist. If customer has existing, we can store the metadata and text, which is here in this column, point to existing repositories. The top 3 rows means, we are storing everything in IQ, including the original email, original document, etc. And of course, we can mix and match. The key thing is you can go and make this really as indexing and search coprocessor, or you can make it a full database repository. Imagine you have 100 terabytes of email documents and multimedia. So the green bar. Now, text plus metadata is typically less than 10%. In this case, less than 10 terabytes. And in for this will be, say, less than 4 terabytes, give or take. So if we do the coexistence approach, the IQ doesn't have to store the green part, and it's only less than 14 terabytes of data. That's unstructured world. Structured world is on the right. Here's your SQL data, and then indexing and all of that stuff is 50%. So here, this is an example of, if you look at the yellow box on the left side, that is one of IBM storage units. The 32 or 3400, 12 disks, 2 terabytes each, 24 terabytes, more than, let's say, 15 terabytes of usable space. That's 2 rack units, basically 4 inches rack unit, and then the server on top of it, some